Hello everyone, welcome to Prison Architect. It's a prison building simulator, so you just build a prison pretty much, and there's a lot of steps and aspects to this. It's an alpha as well, which is kind of more relaxed detail for an alpha, but so you have to like build your prison, and you gotta make the prisoners happy and all that stuff. So we're just going to quickly start. And we're going to build some offices, which you're going to need, so we're going to need warden first, and then you can get all the others. So, we're going to build I don't know what size, because that should be 6 by 9. You don't want to do too small, or else you can't fit any in it, but 6 by 9 should be good. Okay, let's go to 2 for now. Really do more, obviously. It's just that the problem with this is that they do, so if you build like 2 separate foundations, they connect if they're right next to each other, so I'd have to build a wall. And sometimes if I misplace the wall, then it kind of messes up. But, so you get like a free capitator. You get some like power station, water pump station, which you'll obviously need. We're going to build a staff door, which is for staff only, but prisoners can't escape through those doors. They can just break it down, so yeah, what happened now? So now this is going to build like this. There we go. Like that. Now we're going to cut it in half, so that way we can have 2. So now we're going to build that. First we're going to double speed it, so that way they get it done fast. Okay, gap. There we go. So now we have to build the office stat. Oh wait, but we have to label it first, obviously, or else it's not going to be an office. So you need a minimum size of 4 times 4 or 4 by 4. Office desk, chair, filing cabinet, and it has to be indoors. So we're going to just do that. There you go, we've got 2 offices now. Now we're going to build everything. Which just kind of shows you what you need like this, which is pretty cool. I faced that the wrong way. I always face that the wrong way. I don't think it's a big deal, but I don't even know why. I like that. It's a pretty fun game. I've played this quite a bit. I've actually played it. I made up my own prison earlier. It did not turn out. I was playing it on XP facing the office desk in the opposite way because I don't know. Okay, so then we're going to put that there, and then there. There we go. That's the 2 offices done. As soon as they're done with that one, we also have to build a power station, so that way we can give power to all of the lights, and there's like all sorts of stuff that you need power for. I'll get into that as it continues. It's done. This should be in a second. There we go. So now we're going to put this guy there, which you need. So now we can access this, which we can get some more stuff. So we get a chief of security. We get count if you have to buy these as well for like 500, which kind of makes sense, but kind of doesn't at the same time. So I don't know why they're not doing anything with this room. Let me fast forward a little bit. Let's see if they do something with this room. They're not doing anything with this room. Just a door falling in a different spot. That usually seems to work. Actually, that's a bad spot, because that's right there. This, like right here. We build it now, or probably have to build it here. There we go. Now they're going to build the door. Okay, but we need to build everything else. Because we have 17 more hours before the prisoners come in. We need to get some stuff. So canteen we're going to build next, which is where the prisoners eat. So we're going to build it. Mix that this on, and about that big. No, actually, there we go. You want to build a decent sized canteen. You don't want a super small. So now we're building that one, which we're actually going to. It was more important. I don't think that's really that important. These three are not that important. This one's actually more important. These four are probably the ones we're going to want to get first, then these two. They're not as needed as. So we're going to get the count first. Now we can. So now we're going to get that. And we can quickly get that. Place a jail door. We could place a solitary, but they cost more, and it doesn't get as many prisoners through as fast as well, which is. Okay, so now this should build. There we go. That's nice. So now we're going to build like a kitchen where they get all the food at. Where they make all the food. That big. You don't want it as big as this, because then again, my last prison that I did, it was too small and cramped, and I could not fit a lot of fridges, so all the ingredients were on the floor, which doesn't really matter, but I was running out of space in there. So, but we're actually going to now make this canteen, which important. There we go. Canteen symbols. Now we need serving tables, which builds 1, 2. Put some on the sides as well. 3. And so we can probably do 4 on this side as well. Do 4. See how that works. And we need tables and boxes. So we'll build a couple. So we'll build one there. One there. Oh wait, nope. We'll place benches on. Oh yeah, actually, that's in a bad spot. I want to build that here. Have a 1 gap between. Perfect. So now we'll place the benches, which. Have I built? Oh god. Sorry. Give me some more benches. Tables. Tables. One there. Sorry for messing up, guys, but I did not know what I was building. That should be fine. Now, are these tables? Yes. There we go. There we go. That's nice. Now we can build this. Which, I would recommend just building it out of here, because sometimes it gets messed up if you don't. Actually, I had buildings where it didn't work. This is now officially canteen now. So this is pretty simple. Okay, now we can make this the kitchen, which is always useful. There we go. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to build a stack later, because they have actually broken down there, and then they've escaped this way, which is a bad idea, but they'll have to walk all the way around just to get to there, which is kind of hard. But that's going to be what we need to do. So we need a cooker, so we'll build a couple of these, because we don't want... We want to make more food at once, and we'll build, we run out of money so fast. So, what you can do is you can go here, and you get grant, just like this. So we're going to build this one, because we're going to be doing probably after this. And then we need to build 15 of those. We will do. And now we can build some more fridges. So we'll build 3. We'll build the sink. Kind of awkward placement, but oh well. There we go. So I need. Yes, that's fine. We'll hire a couple cookers in a moment. So we actually now have a counter, which we'll place now right here. There we go. So now we got a counter right there. Now, actually, it's time to actually build the utility stuff, because we want at least a working canteen and at least a cell block. That's our goal for right before the prisoners get here. So let's do that. Let's actually put it on speed because we don't want time to take like super fast. So we're going to build this pretty small. I mean, I'd rather build like 2 separate ones, so that way we'll have it like, probably will stick down here. So we'll have it like right here-ish. Have it like 8 by 9. That's going to be the power. And then well, actually, you can probably fit those in the same room because you don't really need to add any cavitators, which are these. Oh, wait, they're right here. They're right here. So this extends power, which you're definitely going to need, or else you're going to, your prisoners are going to have a short circuit. So that is done now, so now we're going to build the staff door there. Because, well, might as well. Go. Put that in. Come on, build it. And we get also a federal grant as well, so now we got a little more dough. There we go. So now, we will build this. So place this kind of like in the middle. Because you want to extend it a little bit. Can we just have this out in the middle of nowhere? But that would be kind of fancy. We'll actually have this in the second room as well, because we actually don't need that big though. Just big enough to like fit it in there. Which that's probably, wait, hold on, let me count. That's 3 by 3, so we're probably going to want to build a 4 by 4. Alright, actually, 6 by 6. 6 by 6 is what we're going to do. There we go. See, so now we got that. Producing no power at the moment, but we can put this on. There we go. And then we can use all the cables to get all the power there. Which we're probably going to do. Not sure if that works. I actually usually just put them all in between, but I'm not going to do that. I'm probably going to have it like through here so they get power as well. So up here, probably do that. We'll go. Yep, these look like they need constant, so we need to probably do this. Let's see if that works. So now we got 2. So now this is done actually, so now we can put the stack there for that one. Uh-oh, time's ticking, so hold on. Now we're going to build our cell block, which needs to be a big size actually, so we are going to immediately build this, and we're going to make it pretty huge. You want this very huge so that way you can have plenty of room for like cells and stuff. So that should be a good size to start. They need to install all that, and then you need to start working on this, or else. And also, we're going to hire cookers as well, so we'll hire probably 2 at the moment. We'll probably get 4 later on, but right now, 2 is a good number. We'll put it on normal speed. And that's it for the first part. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is the start, and I'll see you guys next time.